Good evening, my dear students. I am Mrs. Parvati, PGT Physics, Holy Hearts Educational Academy, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. I am here with the topic Applications of Biot-Savart's Law. First application is, let us find out by using this law the field, magnetic field at the center of the coil carrying current. If the coil is carrying current, what is the field at the center? That we are going to find out. Okay, so expression for magnetic field B at the center of the coil carrying current, right? So consider a coil carrying current here, coil, and cut it and connect it to the battery. Then you will understand. Current will enter like this and leaves like this here. Okay. Then what happens? What is Biot-Savart's law? dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta by r square. You know it. Once again, what is Biot-Savart's law? dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into ideal sin theta by r square. Ideal sin theta by r square. According to Biot-Savart's law, this is the formula. What is ideal sin theta? What is theta? Theta is the angle between ideal and R. Let R is the center of the coil, O is the center of the coil, R is the radius of the coil. Consider a small element of length dl here. The dl and radius are perpendicular to each other. What is dl actually? Tangent. The tangent and radius are perpendicular to each other. So this angle is 90. Theta is 90 here at this point here. So like that, every point on the loop, radius and tangent, any point are 90 degrees only. You need not worry. Only here 90. Madam, if it is here, then also this is R. And here the point is tangent. Tangent and R is perpendicular. Both are perpendicular to each other. So 90 degrees here. Ideal sin 90. What is the value of sin 90? 1. So we have written dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal by r square. And what are the constant terms here? Mu naught, if you want to get total field induced due to the total coil carrying current, we have to add up dB plus dB plus dB plus dB and so on. So we will integrate it. Got it? We will integrate. So integral dB, that is integral mu naught by 4 pi integral ideal by r square. R is constant, radius of the loop is constant, coil or loop, it is constant here, and I is constant current. So what are the constant terms? Mu naught I by 4 pi r square integral dl. What is integral dl? Do you know that? Come here, let us see here. Integral dl means dl1 plus dl2 dl plus dl plus dl plus dl. What is it? Circumference of the circle, loop. Circumference of the loop having the radius r is given by 2 pi r. So integral dl, in place of that I will write 2 pi r. Here 4 pi and pi gets cancelled, r and r gets cancelled here. R square, no, so 1 r get cancelled, and here 4 2 here. So what is the answer you got? Mu naught I by 2 r if the coil consists of only one turn. If the coil consists of many turns, then what is the formula? Into n we are supposed to write here. Into n. Mu naught I by 2 r into n, where n is the number of turns of the coil here. Right? B. If the coil consists of n number of turns, then we will write mu naught I into n upon 2r, mu naught I by 4 pi into r, 2 pi n. You know 2 pi n, nothing but angle subtended by the coil at the center is given by 2 pi n. Even if you remember mu naught I by 2r into n, no problem, it is much easier, so you can remember that here. How can you find the direction? How can you find the direction? Suppose if I would like to find the direction. Again, right hand thumb rule. Hold it like this. Then the current is flowing like here, upward. Then the magnetic fields are concentric circles perpendicular. And here what happens here? Here it is going inside and it is coming outside here. Whenever you draw the magnetic field on the paper. If it is cross, means it is inward, perpendicular to plane of the paper and inward. If you draw the dot, what does it mean? It is outward, towards you, perpendicular to the plane of the paper, but it is outward, like this. If it is like this, it is inward. Cross means inward here. Remember, it is very important in the entire chapter, always we use. It means that dot means outward to the plane of the paper, and cross means inward to the plane of the paper. Both are perpendicular to the plane of the paper. The field lines pattern is like this, right? And you know how to find out direction by using right hand thumb rule. The field is uniform at the center, that is why straight line. The field is uniform at the center. Okay, and the field lines are like this, concentric circles here. And you know how to find out the poles of the circular coil carrying current. Circular coil carrying current, how do you locate the poles? Just now I have shown to you, this is the circular coil and we are sending the current. We are sending the current here, right? Sending the current. If I observe from this side, the current is flowing in the which direction? Anti-clockwise direction. So this will act as a north pole, and if I see from this side the current is flowing in clockwise direction, this side will act as a south pole. So current carrying coil will act as a magnet. Every magnet has got two poles, north pole and south pole. How do you locate the poles? By using clock rule. If the current flows from this side, if I am observing, if the current is flowing anti-clockwise direction, this side will act as a north pole, anti-N, like that, you remember. When the current is flowing in the clockwise direction, this will act as a south pole here. It's clear? Clear, students? And please practice this derivation and law and all here, okay? So, and solve the numericals based on this. Okay, see you, bye-bye.